too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl. Feed you diamonds and pearls. Ooh, baby. U-N-I-Q-U-E. I'm stingy with my heart. Ooh, baby. U-N-I-Q.
Not me making this strong as lemon drop. Who do I think I am? Today is all about dating yourself and treating yourself exactly how you would want your future partner or your current partner to treat you. And this is not just for women who are dating men. This is for anybody who is dating anyone. He, she, them, her, whoever. If you're dating anyone and you want to be treated the minimum the way that you treat yourself, this video is definitely for you. Before we get into this video, let me warn y'all, I am not a licensed specialist, therapist, marriage counselor, any of that. Anything that I tell you on my channel are based off things from my own life experiences. Take it with a grain of salt or take it with none at all. It's totally up to you. It's not Bible. These are just things that work for me and are currently working for me as I go through my own life, child. Because one thing I've been there, done that on a lot of topics, but some of them I'm just not ready to talk about right now. But let's get into the solo dating tips that the girls have been waiting for. Let me take another sip of my lemon drop. This video is all about dating yourself, finding yourself, getting to know yourself, and making yourself become into the person that you are meant to be before you meet your other half. If my mama didn't tell me anything else, she's definitely told me that you do not want to have your significant other be the reason why you feel whole. If you go into a relationship and you don't already feel at peace, you don't already, feel whole with yourself, the moment something goes left with that relationship, you're gonna be lower than low, and we don't want that for anyone. The key is to get to know yourself before you even meet your other half. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, so when y'all see me with my bling bling, don't say I didn't warn y'all. Just stick around for the ride, baby, because anything I say always comes to the light. It always comes to fruition. This is another topic I wanted to get into because people always associate dating with something sexual. Like, just because you go on a date does not mean that you have to actually be out here sleeping with this person, or it has to be with someone that you're trying to be in a relationship with. Dating is all about forming relationships, nurturing your relationships, getting to know someone, whether it be your son, because I take my son on dates, and every time I post some mommy son dates, they be like, oh, why are you dating your son? First of all, why are you in my business? Did your parents not take you on dates? I take my dad on dates. I take my mom on dates, my sisters. What's the problem? Anytime we go on dates, we're always talking to each other. We're not on our phones. It just feels like it's a bonding moment, which that's what a date is. A date is a moment to get to know whoever it is you're on a date with, expanding the relationship. I'm just trying to open up y'all mind, because some people's mind is like this small, whereas a lot of other people like me, our minds are out here. So when we hear the word date, I'm not thinking of anything sexual. I'm just thinking, oh, I'm going here to, hang out with this person, to catch up, to see how their life has been, bond. It's all about bonding. So before y'all sexualize the word date, okay, because I don't want y'all thinking a solo date means you got to be sexual with yourself. That's what it's giving on the internet. The people, the trolls on the internet, they like to feel like date is sexual. So we're going to just cancel out the sexualization with the word date. Wrap it up, toss it. All right, now, the main thing that I did when I first started doing my solo dates, which was about 2 years ago, I just didn't publicize it because I didn't really call it a date. I just call it my me time. The main thing that you really have to come to terms with is how often do you want to meet with just yourself. And this could be once a week, twice a month, once a month, however often you feel comfortable with just meeting with yourself and having that moment for yourself to get to know where you're at with your life. That's all up to you. I will say I don't like to do solo dates all the time, because then it becomes kind of taboo if you do it too often. It's kind of like if you go on 70 dates in a month with one person, it's kind of like, okay, well, what's next? What are we doing? There needs to be room for growth. So if you're going on a date with yourself 7 days a week, what are you acknowledging about yourself? What are you getting to know about yourself? You didn't give yourself time to miss yourself or to like grow a little bit. And you can kind of get tired of dating yourself if you're doing this step so often. Dating yourself, you should be looking forward to this day. Just like if you're dating someone. Like, I don't like to love bomb. So when I date people in general, and just so y'all know, your girl is dating, but I'm single, okay? And dating, like we said, we're not gonna sexualize the word date. Just because I go on a date with someone does not mean I am in their bed. No, ma'am, we don't play those type of games over here. I like to miss the person I'm dating, whether it be me, whether it be him. I don't take my son on a date every day, because why? He needs time to be by himself, do what he wants to do, have his own experiences outside of the date. Now, I just had to unfollow Justin LA Boy, whatever his name is, because I felt like he was enhancing my toxic, and I didn't want that for me, because I love love. I love seeing people being in love. I like watching cute movies. I like being in love when it's where it's supposed to be, not just being in no toxic relationship. I feel like Justin LA Boy, that page just had me, it reminded me of every toxic relationship I was ever in. So baby, I had to let that page go. Not even that, but it just reminded me of any time that I was just a toxic human being. So the page had to go, and I would encourage you to unfollow any other page that enhances any side of you that you don't want to take with you in 2024. Okay, whether it be a gossip page, whether it be somebody you know from your hometown, child, let them people go. What Moses said, let my people go, let their ass go. And I can't stress this enough, because when I was younger, I would really date men based off of how they looked, or it was really not about how they treated me. I was just dating people who I thought were cute. They were funny. I mean, I do want them to be funny, but at my big old age, you got to meet me where I'm at. You can't just be out here treating me how you treat Boo Boo and Kwee down the block, because I ain't one of them. Never have been, never will be. I truly feel like how you treat yourself will set the tone on how your potential partner will treat you. You don't do this for you, why do you expect somebody else to do it for you? And to be honest with y'all, people don't want to just be the one giving in a relationship. So if someone sees you as a person who is a giver and they're also a giver, it's the match made in heaven. But if you out here begging, you ain't got nothing going on for you, you need to be worried about yourself and focusing on yourself. And that's another topic for another day. We can also talk about that, because baby, we've all been there before where we needed to work on ourselves instead of out here dating these people. Okay, we need to leave these people and not date while we're out here struggling, because that's just a combination of a mess ball, baby. Another topic for another day, like I said. And I know someone is going to say, well, what if you're in a relationship? You should still be dating yourself in a relationship. I never understood the type of relationships that are always underneath each other, because I'm not that clingy girl. Like, I've always had something else going on. I'm always, you know, either I was, you know, at work or out of town with my friends. Like, I still like hanging out with my friends even when I have a boyfriend, which is not often. I don't have boyfriends like that. I'm not that girl. I think I've like had maybe like 3 or 4 real boyfriends in my whole entire life, and it wasn't that long. So they were like very short span, because, you know, once ish hits the fan, it hits the fan. I'm not the girl that's gonna stick around for 20 years and, you know, yeah, I'm just not that girl. If you know when it's gonna be something, you know when it's not going anywhere. You should be able to tell that from the rip. But these days, I'm real strict on who I give my time to, because like I said, you gotta meet me where I'm at. If you still, you know, going to the club every night of the week, doing things that 20-year-olds do, baby, we're not on the same level, baby. No, it's just not gonna work for you and I, and it's best that I just focus on myself and take myself on the dates that I feel like I deserve. And back to what I was saying about being whole with yourself before you jump into a relationship. Once you feel like you are whole with yourself and you know yourself as a person, I feel like you won't just sit down and settle for any old thing. People who deal with certain stuff or just let anything fly and just be out here looking crazy, I truly feel like it's because they didn't spend enough time with themselves, because the red flags be flagging, baby. It be right there in our face, and we just be like, oh, but he's cute. Oh, but I see potential. One of my friends just told me, girl, do not fall for potential. Don't care about what these people say. You have to really only take in what they show you. If you don't see it, baby, take it with a grain of salt. And honestly, I feel like that's how a lot of people get set up for the okie doke. You think you're falling in love with somebody, and then they show you their true colors a year after you were already head over heels for them. You won't get me, not this go around, because I've been there. Listen, let me put my shades on to match my outfit, because baby, been there, done that, not doing it again, would not recommend. Since I've started dating myself, taking myself on solo dates, I am very cautious of who I let in my space. Like, the peace that I have now, I refuse to just let any and everybody up in here to ruin what I got going on, because the moment you let the wrong person in, the boat gonna sink, baby. The peace that I have now, I don't feel like it came overnight. It took me some time to get where I'm at right now. So for me to just allow any and everybody to, you know, come as they go and please, no ma'am, not on my watch. I'm very picky where I'm at right now, and I feel like you should be too. You should work on yourself. do whatever you need to do for yourself so that you can also be that picky. The moment that you feel like you have to settle for someone, it's because you didn't do the work on yourself. It might be a self-esteem thing, but I will say solo dating will boost your confidence, if nothing else. And before I get into this list, this is for anybody. This could be for someone who is solo dating. This could be for someone who doesn't know how to date, know where to take someone. These are all ideas that I would love to go on, okay? If you're watching this, hey boo. If you are new to solo dating and you have like anxiety of being out by yourself, people staring at you, just bring a journal, child, bring a laptop, bring something that you can kind of focus on that's not really your phone. You don't want to be that girl out just like this by herself. Bring something that's just going to calm you down a little bit until you get used to dating yourself. My first solo date night idea is something that's just going to break the ice for you, especially if you've never done this before. I feel like if you go out, get you a little lemon drop if you drink, because not everybody drinks, okay? Loosen up a bit, okay? When you go out, you have to realize that these people don't know you. Once you realize that everyone has their own things going on, everyone has problems, everyone is fighting something they're not talking about, you will be less likely to care about what other people think about you. Solo date number one, go to a karaoke night. This does not have to be anything expensive. You don't got to go to a 5-star restaurant or a bar or lounge. You can just literally find a small place where it's minimal people and just participate in your first karaoke night by yourself. First of all, the best part about this is that these people don't know you. That's really going to make it very easy for you to just get up there and enjoy yourself and actually have fun versus going with a group of people that you know and it's like, oh my God, they might be judging me. No, do this solo date by yourself and you will be surprised at how many people will be cheering for you, rooting for you. Matter of fact, when you get on stage, just say, I'm on my first solo date tonight and I'm just trying, you know, get to know myself. Cheers to my first karaoke night. The people will embrace the hell out of you. And I feel like even saying it out loud helps people become more comfortable with being on a solo date by themselves. Go to karaoke night, child. Solo date number two, be a tourist in your own city. I've lived in a few different cities, and when I tell y'all I don't know half of the places that I've lived in, where I currently live, I know nothing about. I go to the same 4 places every day, and if not, I go out of town. So when I say go be a tourist in your city, I mean go Google things to do in your city. You will be surprised at how many lists will pop up. They have Instagram pages, TikToks of things to do in ... your city or the nearest big city near you. So say if you live in a small town and Atlanta is the closest thing to you, go to Atlanta. You will be surprised at how many tourist-like activities there are to do. And you will be surprised at how fun they are. Most people who live in a certain city do not do the tourist type of things. I used to be a hairstylist when I lived in Virginia, and I would travel to DC once a month to do hair. Do y'all know I have never been to the White House? Never. It's kind of embarrassing because I lived in Virginia almost my entire life, and not once did I say, I want to go to the White House. Never been. I think I might have drove past it one time, but it never gave, let me stop and go tour the White House. It gave Jimmy Neutron, got a blast. Y'all gotta go roller skating, even if you don't know how. You're not gonna learn how to do something unless you get up, get out, and go try to do it. Honestly, I'm not a professional roller skater, but whenever I go and there's music on, depending on who's the DJ, you will have the time of your life. Not to mention, it's low-key a workout. And even if you fall, who cares? Them people don't know you. Unless you Beyonce or Rihanna out here, definitely go skating. Go at night. Go at like 6 p.m.-ish. Go during at night when all the kids are gone. Because one thing I cannot stand is those little fake little wheelchairs they get them kids now. I'm like, what happened to letting kids just fall and bust their ass? Let them kids fall and get scrapes on their knees just like we did. So go at night when it's like no kids allowed, when it's adult night, and they can play all the jams, all the old school jams. Listen, you will have the time of your life. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take y'all with me the next time I go, because me and my sister, listen, I'm not the type that'll do all the tricks on the skating ring, but I will do a little Millie rock while I'm out there skating. So I'm gonna take y'all with me on the next one. Is this number 3 or number 4? I don't know. I'm gonna stop counting because I don't know where we're at. But buy yourself some flowers. I feel like when people hear the word date, they automatically assume it's supposed to be something extravagant and expensive. First of all, when you're first meeting somebody, I never expect, like, I'm the girl that will go on a date to a coffee shop. Honestly, unless I like you like that, I don't want you doing all of this for me anyway, because then you're gonna feel like I owe you something. And no, I don't, because baby, I'm not calling you ever again. But that's another thing. I will tell someone, if it just wasn't giving. It wasn't giving connection. If it's not giving that scene in the Coneheads when they both put their hands up and the energetic field was like magnifying their love and affection for each other, baby, I don't want it. I want to feel your love with just our hands up. It needs to give Conehead every time. Stop expecting dates to be something that has to be over the top. Stop allowing Instagram and social media to ruin your perception of what a date should be in your reality. It's never that deep. A date to me is anytime someone is taking time out of their life to spend time with me to get to know me. And that could be a list of things. When I first moved to Georgia, I attended a candle making class. And when I tell y'all, it was the most therapeutic thing ever. Like just sitting there being able to compare the different scents, knowing what goes with what, learning how to actually form the candle and to actually light the candle in my home. Top tier experience. And not only can you do this by yourself, this is a perfect date if you're with someone else. Go to the candle making class. And that leads me to my next one, a cooking class. You would be surprised at how many people don't know how to properly cook, or how many people are over seasoning their food, or how many people are just doing it all wrong. Attend a cooking class. Not only will this help you in your kitchen, but it's just kind of like a moment. I feel like cooking is one of those things that can get you into anyone's heart, okay? Who don't like to eat? Okay, and if you can learn how to cook something very tasty and it still be somewhat healthy, oh baby, taking a cooking class is one of the most intimate yet not that intimate things that you can do for a solo date and for a date with someone else. Listen, I've never had a man cook for me, probably because they was cooking other stuff, but going into 2024, oh baby, they're gonna have to cook for me, baby. I'm not playing these type of games going to 2024. Hey, I don't know if I already told y'all to buy yourself flowers, but if you buy yourself flowers, you can literally take a flower arrangement class. I feel like this is something that can benefit everybody. Not only can you give flowers to yourself, you can give flowers to your loved ones. Just knowing how to reset your week by buying yourself fresh flowers and rearranging them, all of that is therapeutic. Try it, okay? You will never know until you try it. And you don't have to go out and buy the typical roses. I feel like everybody wants to buy roses. I don't really like the way roses smell, so I stay away from those. Go to your favorite farmer's market and go on a flower aisle and see which ones speak to you. Grab those. Regardless of what they look like, you will know by the way they smell and how you react to it. This next one is literally to get in your car and just drive. Don't even really put in a direction. Don't put in a location. Just drive. When you start to sightsee and just take in all the beauty from nature, you will really get into like a deep thought process. This is one of my most therapeutic things. That's why I love when I drive back and forth to Virginia by myself, because I'm able to like listen to what I want to listen to. I can just put on some binaural beats. I can literally just, you know, relax my mind and not have to overthink, not have to stop when I don't want to stop because somebody said they got to use the bathroom. Baby, get in your car and drive. This is one of the most therapeutic, relaxing things that you can do. Which leads me into my next one. Go get a massage. I feel like a full-blown spa day is kind of like everybody already knew that, but I'm gonna take it a step further. Go into one of the salt rooms. This is a life-changing experience. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna give y'all the details on a salt room. Google salt rooms near you and see what pops up. This next one is one of my favorites. Write a love letter to yourself. You can create the ambiance that you want, light a candle. You can do this wherever you want to. You could be in your car, you could be on a picnic, you could be out for dinner. It doesn't matter where you do it at. I prefer to do mine in the tub with a bubble bath. It just sets the tone for me. And I literally write like little love letters to myself. I feel like this just pours back into me and boost my confidence even more. All you need to do is get you a little journal, and I'll link some down in my description box for y'all, because one thing about me, I am a journal girl. I think I got like maybe 60 different journals in my home. It's kind of embarrassing, but baby, the more I confirm who I am and who I want to become and who I am becoming, the more I become that. So make sure y'all are always speaking positive affirmations over yourself. And if you have to, stick it on your mirror. If you got to look at it every day, that's another thing. All you need is some Post-its, and you can literally write, I am this, I will do this, and post it on your mirror so you can remind yourself of the goals and what you want for yourself. Don't ever let anybody else speak over your life, okay? Because we don't know who them people speaking to or who they pray to. So make sure only you know what you got going on. We don't know what these folks on the internet got going on, or even in the church, babe. We don't know who everybody. Listen, it is not the time to be putting your faith in any and every one. Cheers, I'll drink to that. Go to a vineyard or go wine tasting. This is one of those things where you will leave lit, feeling yourself, and make sure you get sexy too. Don't just go in no regular outfit. Get done up from the flow up, baby. And this is why I've been posting hair, makeup, beauty, and fashion content, because I'm gonna get y'all all the way together. One thing we're not doing in 2024 is becoming less than who we want to be. And I don't know about y'all, but I want to be the bad bitch that I am, and that's bish. YouTube, don't block my video. B-I-S-H. If you have not tried this already, do a staycation. I do this every year for my birthday, going on a staycation. I never really go out of town for my birthday because my birthday is around Labor Day and school is in. It's been on a weekday for like the past 4 years. So I usually just get like a little hotel, get my massage, go eat at the restaurants. It's always like a 5-star hotel, so the food is always A1. I can either go to Atlanta or go somewhere near where I live at. It's always a fun time when you can just wake up, get done up. Make sure you pick a hotel that's a vibe, because whether you're out of town or not, the hotel just always gives, I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. So make sure you pick a top tier hotel. I mean, you can pick the Super 8 if you want to, but that's just not something I would do. But girl, who's judging? Do you, boo? Now this one is one that I have coming up. I cannot wait to take y'all along with me. Go to a smash room, okay? And if they allow you to, bring you some little sticky notes and put all your problems up there, or put anybody's name up there who has pissed you off or done you wrong, or anything that you just want to release, child. If you want to release bad habits, put the bad habit on a sticky note, tape it to the little plate or whatever type of room this is, and just get to throwing. Listen, we're not bringing all the trauma and all the drama and all the negative people who we should have left back in 2020 during quarantine. We're not bringing them back in 2024, okay? Know that. So go to a smash room. They have all different types. I think they have one that you could, you know, smash stuff with a bat. I know the plate one for sure. That's the one I want to go to. They also have one you could throw an axe. Now listen, that might trigger something else in me, so I don't know if I want to do the axe one, but I might try. And if I do, I'll bring y'all along with me. But just Google smash rooms near me and sign up. Girl, the therapy it gives. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to make a more detailed part 2 video to this, but I want to make sure this is something that y'all actually want to see on my channel, because one thing I hate doing is wasting my time. Okay, I don't like making videos and y'all don't love them. I love them. Okay, I'm gonna still talk my stuff anytime, but I'm here for y'all. Okay, it's not really so much about me, because I can just make I can make a burner account and still make the same content that I'm making right now. But I want you guys to benefit from any content that I upload. So if you love this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on my post notifications by hitting that bell. And let me know in the comments what content you want to see next. Or if you like this solo dating series and you want me to take you on my next solo date, let me know in the comments, because I'm down. Listen, anything for my girls.
I'm stingy with my love.